The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start today. My name is Ray, last name is Reynolds. If you don't know that, write it down. I'd like you to go get a tab on your pen, please. I want you to write certain things down, so I'm going to kind of program your brain as much as I can, because I want you to show you how to get to million to billion. The ultimate goal is going to be up to you. So let's understand something today. This is live. All right, don't take pictures, don't record, because I want it here. There's so much information you need to get here, and when you write things down, your brain records, and that's what I want you to do. As we do this, the goodies, I want to show you what I obtained and what you can obtain too. I'm online 6 days a week to help every one of you, but understand something. As a kid, I didn't like being used and abused. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I thought it sucked. So my motivation was pretty strong to get out of what I call hell. And look behind that curtain. That's what I want you to do. I want you to tear things apart. When I was a little boy, they kept saying money for a rainy day. I asked them what that meant. They couldn't answer it to me. So I created safety credit. I want you to take all the cards in your purse or wallet today. Write this down right now, please. I'd like you to write down the limit of the card. Maintain 25% to 29%. Never pass that. I want you to balance your debt. And I want you to have 71,000 of safety credit if you had $100,000 of credit. See, this gives you what's called the line of defense, the ability to try without bringing the pain home. Next, they said don't put all your eggs, or they said don't put all your eggs in a basket. So don't put them all in one basket. The reality to me, I asked them what that meant, and they couldn't answer the question too. Very simple. I created a division process. See, for me, I look at the bank and the grocery store that filed bankruptcy on locations, and they get a tax credit. Well, I get to do the same thing too, right? So a corporation's on the secretary's website. They see the corp, they see me. When they sue me, if something goes wrong. So I invented division process in 1985-86. Now they also said put all your ducks in a row. To me, that's $1 million corporation, and that's basically don't ever bringing the pain home. So your goal is simple today. I'd like to blueprint you and kind of tear your life apart just a little bit, please. I want to put it back like Humpty Dumpty. I want to do it my way. $1 million to billion. Corporate structure. Ultimate goal. The lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. Sorry to say. They're not stupid, but I bet you did a couple things stupid too. So chasing the goal. Which one's you? Decide this, all right? Because everybody gives a different answer. Which one is you when you chase that goal? Next, what we got to think about is what's the biggest mistake people make. They don't understand the SSN and SS4. So if we get an SSN, that Social Security card, we the people, we pay tax on every dollar we bring in until we're dead, and that's probate too. We get one. That's not fair. But the bottom line is in the 70s, 80s, people didn't use their SSN for credit purposes anyway, till a bunch of sheep and ducks did that, and people follow along too. Let's look at the SS4. Here's Bank of America, Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo, grocery store, cities. They file bankruptcy on a location. They get to use it as a tax write-off because every location has a tax ID. When you look at the SS4 form today, pay attention. It says legal name of entity or individual person. So the reality is individual person. So I can put a name of an entity, which is a division, corporation, subsidiary, or my name on line 1. So the abilities, the SSNs for the 1040 tax return. The next thing we got to think about is SS4s for the 1120, and that's a tax return for the corporation. So let's think. All right, we never had to bring the pain home in the first place. This truly gives us a second chance to try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. You see, the United States of America Incorporated. They picked 50 corporations called states. States pick corporates called cities. So they filed bankruptcy on an entity. Why? Because they can. Because they even created the Federal Protection Act. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy for the cities. So we the people. Supreme Court says a corporation's a what? Legal person. So as we play the game, we can learn to play and win. So the corporate umbrella is what I want you to think about today. Corporation manages entities. Entity makes a mistake, gets a screw up. We have no intent to do fraud. We get to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. We get to try again. We get to bring the pain home, never under the corporate structure my way. So I created division process for one reason, not to bring the pain home in case I needed a second chance. All right, everyone needs 9 when they say they want $1 million. A corporation will corporate credit. So here's my dashboard. I'm an affiliate for 39 years. This means on my dashboard, I'm allowed to provide a social security number or tax ID. I can request credit reports for a person, corporation, division, subsidiary. So that way I can understand something. Understand one thing. The only corporate credit you can write off is corporate credit. So you can't write off personal credit. Corporation, you can. So the ultimate goal. So if we build credit to the corporation, it can finance itself and maintain the little payment. So we got to think about division of me. Can you write that down, please? Division of me. So let's see. Here's a Lamborghini that costs $1 million. Okay. I have the key right here. It's one of the ones I obtained, part of the collection. So what do? If I put it in my name and guarantee it and I lose it, they go to the IRS and get a 1099-C. Now I get a tax problem. If I bought it to the corporation screws up to come after me. Either way, I could be a doc, but that would kind of suck. So what do? We take that Lamborghini, we purchase it to a division of a corporation. Now I have to make a decision. Do I guarantee that loan SSN or SS4? I'm going to pick SS4. I got no intent to do fraud, but if something goes wrong, I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. And if I had to, I could bankrupt those entities, protect the corporate, protect my family. Isn't that the goal everybody wanted anyway? So I created something that God gave me to give you. You sign the lease of a building. Now the lease should be in the division name, and you shouldn't guarantee it as you. You should guarantee it as a division of you. Say something goes wrong. You protected the corp and the family. Next, about the house. How about with the SS4? We receive money. That means we have to pay tax. All right. What? In probate, SSN. SS4, we don't pay tax after we pay the bills. We pay it on profit and loss. Every card's entitled to 99 more cards. That's the ultimate goal. So again, a division of me or a division of each item. That's what I want you to start thinking about today. Corporate umbrella. As we played the game, let's learn to win. If you have a corporation before you met me, I'd like you to go to the Secretary of State, Google it, and check it out, see the corporation there with your name on it. If you use your home address, please jump up and down and say, yeah, it's stupid, and correct that and use a mailbox, etc. too, because why would you tell the whole world where you live? Again, that's how you get on the mailing list too. So if you do it my way, under the corporate umbrella, put in your ducks in a row. Your way, the corporation gets sued, you become a duck. That kind of sucks. So we have a division of you. Doesn't that give us the line of defense? And they're more privately anyway. Isn't that the goal? So if you want to really play to get to the $1 million dream, ask yourself who's going to guarantee it. The franchise, the card, the house, the goodies. That's why you might want to think about 2 divisions of you. As you do this, as long as you have no intent to do fraud under the corporate umbrella, all right, you're no longer a duck. From there, as long as you have no intent to do fraud, and every card I get you, you can get up to 99 more. So $100,000 card times 9 equals $1 million. There's your 9 divisions too. There's your $1 million. Ultimate goal. All right, stop bringing the pain home. Corporate credits are write-off, personal credits not. See, it's like when we're doing a business. All right, people get money and they kind of screw it up and piss it away. Now, I want you to think about credit equals loan equals money. So if I take a $100,000 card, all right, take $100,000 off this card, or from the Wells Fargo line of credit or something, I can turn that $100,000 into $1.5 million. Now, I buy a franchise on borrowed money. After the bills are paid, all right, I have a 38%, all right, cash flow after they're paid. If I bought an apartment complex, all right, and after it's all done using borrowed money, I have 41% income after the fact for 30 years, and the value keeps going up and away. You see, getting that first $100,000 is pretty important. That's called financial freedom. Here we go. Here's a $100 million building, cross street from South Coast Plaza Mall, $1 million Lamborghini, $5 million mansion, and $1 million race boat. What do they have in common? I obtained them. They have Ray Reynolds University.com name on them too. So that first $100,000, kind of a pain in the ass set, because I got to get you to listen and do what I want you to do. Once we get you there, up and away to the $1 million. Not hard to do. So how bad do you really want it? One of the yachts in the backyard. Very simple. to become a corporate millionaire. You got one source, me, that can get you where you want to go. You've been looking for all your life. Bottom line, I'll play and we'll basically get you goals every day. Ultimate goal is very simple. So if you like goodies like I do, all right, I can make you a corporate millionaire. All right, if you want to be next, let me know. As we play the game, let's understand something. Let me add you to my credit system. From there, what does that mean? I'm going to analyze your credit. I'm going to show you how to get the American dream. We're going to take apart your Experian, your Transit, and Equifax. We're going to tell you what you need to do on your part, and I do the work for you too. Ultimate goal, up, up, and away. So the goal is simple. Here's my schedule. I'm online 6 days a week. All right, 10 classes even on Saturday, 2 on Wednesday too. 45 years, you're stuck with me live every time. Ultimate goal, if you want to go and you want to play, let me know. Now, I got this group, this is a 6 months boot camp, and it's great because basically for 25 people, it was sold out. I do have 3 fallouts. In other words, 3 dropouts out of the class. So that means one of you can replace 1 or 2 of them. All right, it's got 3 months left. What happens is you get an interview with me for an hour, a fee's waived. You get 3 months of video conferencing. You get level 1, 2 in specialty classes, up, up, and away. You get $25,000 of bonus cash credit. It's $3,000. The office sells it for $5,000. And if you did it during this broadcast, it's $3,000 to you, Zelle, wire, or deposit. There's your Zelle information. Click, take a picture. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com. You put RW, you put what you Zelle for too. Ultimate goal. Now, the people in that 25 group, all right, they wanted me to do a basic overview of the 18 books again. So we have scheduled April 28th, 29th, 30th. We're going to basically for 3 days, all right, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, go through the 18 books. It is $1,999. If you want to join us, it's very simple. You can. And what you can do basically on those 3 days, you can sign up and have bonuses or no bonuses. Level 1, 2 in specialty classes, and level 3, $50,000 of credit. Bonuses are valued at $9,000. Once you sign up, you start going to class right away. If you want the bonuses, it's $4,999. With no bonuses, it's $999 a day, which makes it $997. Ultimate goal, and it's online only. As we do that, it's a Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Now, what are your goals? What is your main goal today? To get to the $1 million dream? My journey, not so easy. Born in a taxi, on the way to Gardena Hospital. Then I got raised a little bit by Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. My reason I show you the goodies and the good stuff and the bad stuff too is understand my journey was not so easy, and we take away excuses. Your journey can begin today with me if you want to. Mrs. Hope dropped me off at the pier every morning at 6:30 from the age of 3 to 9.5 years old. When she dropped me off, she always made sure she said one thing when she closed the door and rolled up the window. If you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you there to die. She was a sweetheart, huh? So Mrs. Hope put me in the garbage can too, fed me that food, and basically made me one thing. I wanted out of hell. So what did I do? I came across a Baptist church in Redondo Beach. I'm 4. The lady hands me a book while I'm walking by. I was polite. I noticed it's a Bible. When I walked away, I wanted to burn it, rip it up, throw it away. I mean, come on, I'm 40 years old. I learned to read at 2.5 years old. And I dare to say, if there's a real God, where's my mommy? Where's my daddy? Why am I being used and abused? Why did you just eat out of a trash can? And what happened out that day? Everything I touched turns into 100 million plus. So I went by the karate studio, became the janitor, because you can't get free lessons for free. I got to be used and abused basically at this house too, and go to Edison Elementary. Miss Papelka asked everybody in the school and pointed to me, young man, why do you wear the same pants for 3 months? That was nice of her to embarrass me in front of the whole school. Mrs. Goodwin said I cheated because I got an A on the math test because her desk was locked. You see, the teachers, as far as I'm concerned, were stupid. They couldn't understand someone who can write 2 things at once and talk at the same time with an IQ of 2 or 3 or total recall on those things. So I thought they were stupid, to be honest with you. So my first comment, I was 5.5 years old. I was crippled for life, but Jesus said, get up, I got up. Last come, I got to die and come back and help you. I worked at TG&Y when I was a kid. Luckily, I stayed after school that day because they killed everybody in the store. God looked out for me again. See, I like goodies. You like goodies too? I like goodies all the time. So if you want some goodies, I'll show you things I obtain and how you can get your goodies too. The ultimate goal. But again, I want you to always say, see it, believe it, go get it. Because that's the ability you get to do, and I'll hold your hand every step of the way. I even broke the record for the highest kick on the planet, fastest kick in 1981. White men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. Isn't that fun? I kicked the door jam at 10, then the basketball hoop too. You see, how bad you want this? All right, I got 8 classes on Saturday. I do 10. You might want me to be your coach for 90 days to a lifetime. But again, you got to stop bringing the pain home. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity, man and woman. You're not stupid, but you need a good coach. The reality is the #1 coach for 33 years has been me. You might want to pay attention today because I am truly God's example. So I don't hear no. Do you hear no? You see, no makes no sense to me. So if we do this today, let's understand, becoming a certified CFO, 1,000 steps to millionaire. Ultimate goal. The Ray Reynolds University, I plan on leaving over $10 billion to that. Ultimate goal. Now, when I got to 2.6 billion corporate structure at 26, I wanted to help people for free. Unfortunately, no one wanted to play with me. I haven't had a paycheck since then. My wife says this is my hobby. So the reality is very simple today. Don't be surprised if I give you 100% to 10 times your money back through personal business credit if you get involved in one of my programs. Write down the diagram in front of you, the corporation with 3 entities. Let's think about Bank of America. They have now bankrupt over 5,000 locations. And they wrote off on their taxes because they use tax ID. Those are called subsidiaries. Let's think about, we look at Chase Bank, US Bank, Wells Fargo did the same thing. We have basically Sam's Club, Geico, and Cities. So they actually, when they make a decision or make a mistake, get to write it all off. And most consumers like you brought the pain home and went boo-hoo-hoo. What's our first goal? Stop bringing the pain home. Second thing is to become a certified CFO. Third is to become a corporate millionaire. And blueprint every step of the way. See it, believe it, go get it. As we do this, let's look at basically we the people. And let's look at basically corporation, Supreme Court, in the 14th Amendment, let's say a corporation is a legal person. So here we go, SSN, tax, probate till we're dead. Over here, we use a corporation's tax ID. You don't pay tax till you're profitable. Every corporation can vote and elect a 1244. So basically, they must pay no tax ever again. And that's on the irs.gov website too. So if we play, we learned one thing today. Second quarter has started, and every minute of the day counts. Don't let any time waste and pass you by. Repackaging every one of you is the ultimate goal. Structure is very simple. Corporations should manage entities. You should stop bringing the pain home. You should put your ducks in a row. Let me repackage you under the corporate umbrella. That way you can learn to win. The ultimate goal, I am the incorporator for rich and famous people. People coming out of prison and homeless people too. What most people did to start a business, they have a kitchen table meeting. And what do? They get excited. And then they go, where are we going to get the money, honey? And then they hawk their credit cards, they jack them up, get stuck, can't get any more, couldn't write out diddly squat. And then they hawk their house. Is that silly or stupid? You make the decision there because no one needed to do it that way anyway. The goal is never to bring the pain home. So write down today's date, project 90 working days. The ultimate goal. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. I sold the 12 books and CDs at the Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000 a set. I developed a system for real estate to do millions and billions too, and then become the bank and buckets of money. So when you invest $9.99 with me, don't be surprised I give you the books and CDs for free. If not, you can buy them by themselves for $9.99 today. Up to you. Starting a business, running a business, oh my goodness. It's like you better hold your breath. You don't know if your friends and family are going to knock you down, they're going to catch you, you're going to fall off the cliff. You got to understand how to play. Every day I'm up at 2:25. I go to my knees, I say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go stare at myself in the mirror for a couple minutes. I put myself in check every day. Have I completed everything I need to? Is there more to be done? Done this since I was 2.5 years old. See, I didn't get a mommy and a daddy. All right, I had to put myself in check because I wanted out of hell. You probably listen to your friends and family. That probably cloud your direction. You might want to start listening to me starting today. Bottom line is July 4, 2009. I got 3 yachts in my backyard worth millions and billions. I'm helping people 6 days a week. What do we get to do? Wife says, honey, let's take one of the yachts out there with a group of people to watch the fireworks. No problem, honey, we'll do that too. Next day, I'm in a coma. I died at 5:41. I'm dead here, but I'm actually somewhere else and I can hear what's going on. Simple. From there, my tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to rip out my heart, take it away. Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back, so I said go back. My goal is to show you as an example there's no excuse. I've been basically had to move 24 times since I'm 11 and a half years old. Shot twice, knifed 6 times. So we got no excuse. The reality is we have to say, see it, believe, and go get it. We have to have that, test of faith and persistence. Ultimate goals up to you. I do have a book coming up this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. All right, being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. So we look at the goodies, the Lamborghini collection. We show you some Duffy, some mansions, and how I broke the record again. Fastest and highest kick on the planet, proving white men do jump. Then we show some more Lamborghinis, and we show race boats, helicopters, U-Dogs, yachts, and some Ferraris. Things I personally obtained and through the corporation too. No excuses. We're going to use Ray's rules. We're going to make sure you understand that's a blueprint to see it, to believe it, and let's go get it. The ultimate goal is up to you. As we do this credit repairs are fraud. Federal Trade Commission says it every day. They're not allowed to collect money up front, but they do. From there, write down Section 611 today. Google it. Find out what happens on credit repair. They're writing silly letters. Your score goes down, not up. Maybe you think they have a magic wand. You see, they don't wipe out your debt. You got to basically understand to man up and woman up about a debt. You can't rip off your creditor. It's not going to go away unless it's basically charged off too. If you want a 750 score, all you got to do is negotiate a debt. Have all cards at 25, 29%, but the 2 that I'll tell you about, and a rapid refresh. Now you got a 750. You can sit there going beep all day long, or you can turn around and be a CFO for the corporation divisions. By the way, I call that the KISS method, to keep it simple, stupid. The reality is we can all do this too. As we play first 25 steps today, get a Credit Karma because it's free. I'll analyze your credit right away. Then I'll show you what I want you to do on your part, and I'll do most of the work for you too, and we'll gain a 750 in about 90 working days. Now what I need you to do is get a Social Security card. Here's the application of Social Security card. People got credit in the 70s and 80s, didn't use their SSN, until a bunch of dummies did that wrong and everybody followed along like sheep and ducks. So understand today. All right, line 1 on the form you didn't pay attention to says name to be shown on card, full name but other than above, and other names you use. SSN is for 1040 tax return. If you look at the card in your personal wallet today, you've never read front and back ever. It'll say do not laminate, don't carry with you. And it'll always say don't use for ID purposes and property of Social Administration, not you. Remember, your SSN's for the 1040 tax return to track your income till you're dead and probate too. Ultimate goal, when you got your first paycheck a long time ago, you thought you were ripped off because basically some of your money was missing. But someone pointed out the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. That makes us sheep and ducks. So if we take the Supreme Court and the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, corporation's a legal person, and we look at we the people, we can basically go to irs.gov, get their form called 1244, and file a single tax return for the corp and me, called an S corporation too, and it will never pay tax again. So your goal is to realize you get one SSN, and 9 out of 10 people screw that up all the time. The goal is a corporation gets a tax ID, and they sue the corp, they tend to sue you. So how did the banks and grocery stores and the rich and famous people do it too? They use subsidiaries. What did I create? Division process in 1985 and 86. So that way we never bring the pain home. You become the certified CFO and we go get the $1 million dream. Simple. I got to repackage you now under the SSN. Basically that means you can be a CFO for the corporate divisions. At the same time, I'd like you to get an SS4 form today and understand you can have double CFOs and you can choose wisely from now on. And on top of that, you can put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella. Your goal is simple today, learning to play. Keep in mind, there's that form once again. I don't think you paid attention in the first place. Remember what it said in line 1, S as in equals 1040 tax return, and in the corner it says SS5. That's the IRS, by the way. Why don't we compare it to the SS4? All right, so let's understand what you didn't do. You didn't pay attention. So the corporations, the bankruptcy, certain cities, they use tax ID and get rid of bad locations. They bankrupt and get a tax credit. Line 1 says legal name of entity right in your face and or individual person. So that could actually have your name on it done today. Ultimate goal is very simple. You can become a certified CFO. Reason to apply, banking and credit purposes. The only form that allows one per every entity is an SS4, or realize the corporation should only do 4 things. Buffered tax means don't pay tax till you're profitable. Corporate credit, the only credit you can write off is to the corporation. Car, fleet price. Hotel, free buffet. Then the corporation's division should do 4 things. Line of defense, they're cheap. Multiple functions, buy at wholesale price. Multiple credit reports and real estate flippity-dippity doos and separate liability. Write down your divisions, give you the line of defense. Under the corporate umbrella, debt follows tax ID and allows me to build cash credit reports for you, which you can write off the credit to the corporation. So I will give you a statement of guarantee every time. This means flat out, as long as you're part of the program and you do what you're asked to do, I will guarantee 100%. If I add history to you in corporate divisions and you violate, that means you jacked up cards or you basically applied during the program, you screwed everything we're going to do, we're going to charge you a fee or close your case. You gave us no choice. A debt, if you have an open collection account, negotiate it. Again, you can't rip off your creditor. You got to man up, woman up. IRS.gov, they have a form on the problem if you have that too. 656, 433, A and B. The ultimate goal is step 3. Now understand, when I invented rapid rescore, rapid refresh 39 years ago, it makes the scores go up, creates green lights. Your 750 is waiting for you. As long as you play by the rules and you pay attention and you basically are part of the program. I have no magic wand, but I'll make it work for you and repackage every one of you. Remember the 3-step. All right, keep it simple, stupid. That's all you got to do to get to the 750. Here's the 750. I'm going to analyze your credit. I'm going to tear apart your reports. I'm going to add history. I'm going to do a rapid rescore. I'm going to have you go to class on Saturday as many times as you can, and our target is a 750. On top of that, I'm going to charge you $9.99. I'm going to give you $1,000 card back to you so you can reimburse yourself. From here, I will discount that during this webinar here. All right, ultimate goal, because then I can save you some money. I'll discount it half price. I don't get a paycheck or commission. So the reality is you scan, you pay a fee, or use Zelle, because Zelles are free. From there, then that card becomes $500. And here's a picture of Zelle. Take a picture now. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com. You write down RW in the message what you Zelle for it to. Ultimate goal. From here, if you give referrals, I'll build you more credit, or I'll Zelle you back 10% when they sign up and they say they were referred by you when they sign up. And that's how the referral program works. From there, I need you to call 888-567-8688. I need you to opt out for 5 years. You added yourself to the national mailing list because you're a voter, and they sell that list 412 times a year. On top of that, you got a cable bill or you have a corporation using your home address. Call the number, opt out for 5 years. Ultimate goal, plan the problem. I'll bet you've all had a friend and family member rip you off. You spent thousands and some didn't work. Safety credit. Every card gets a sticky. Limit, 25 to 29% always, but 2 cards. Line of defense, all dashboards say 0 to 29, your screen. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. That sticky will help you with that discipline you've been lacking all along. At the same time, remember, you got an emergency and go, Ray, I got to use my card. No, we don't basically go, I'm going to crash and burn. No. There are 2 cards on planet Earth that never fluctuate your score, and you can max them out to $1 million. And they have a pay to a time limit too. It's the gold and platinum cards. So remember today, if you lose your job, have an emergency, what are you going to do? Most people do the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and they can't wait to jack up their credit and screw it up. Drop the score, can't get any more, can run up daily squat. I don't understand, stupid. Do you? The reality is, if you needed $5,000 now, what would you do? When you need it, the answer is no. When you don't need it, here it is. Ask your friends, your family at the bank. See, the average person wastes $50 every other day. This $5,000 card, if I max it out today, the payment's $50 a month. So what the person wastes in a given month every other day, they got to maintain a damn credit card for safety purposes too. They say you waste $140 a week. If that's true, if I take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card, I get to write off the card interest and what I'm doing for the card for the business, and the payment is $612.26. I can buy, using some common sense, 2 pizza restaurants during the pandemic. All right, simple to do. So reaching your goal, believe in yourself. Me, I believe in God. I believe in me. I kicked the door jam at 10 in the basketball hoop, and all they can do is, whoa, white men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. Most people didn't pay attention to that too. I'd like you to write down Ray's rules. $100,000 of credit. I don't want you to use more than 29%. I want you to have a safety of 71,000. Case blank, it's a fan, lost a job, or pandemic. We don't use personal credit to start a business because that'd be stupid. We use the corporate credit. We build the credit on the corporation. We write it all off. We absorb the taxation. Usually, we screw up. It's a division. We don't hurt the corp or the family. Why would anybody be stupid to do that? I don't understand that. So again, it's up to you. It is have your cake and eat it too. It is Ray's rule, step number 7 today. All right, don't bring the pain home and learn to be a certified CFO. Pretty simple to do. As we play, keep in mind today, there I am dead, H1N1. You can Google the address, you can find out I'm telling you the truth. Bottom line is very simple today. 2 comas, 1 crippled. Jesus said, get up. Other one, I got to die and come back and help you. See, the devil's trying to hold us down and knock us down, but God's delays, they're not God's denials. So here's chapter 18. I heard this when I was 7.5 years old. Corporation's a legal person. So I wrote it down. They told me it was weird, probably true. Went back to the Torrance Police Department. The next day, the library next door. I walked and said, man, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away. She came back with a book, said, here's a mock of it, here's a book. She was Anyway, I read the book. No blueprint. So I went back for 2 years and designed my own blueprint to get to billionaire. Ultimate goal. Very simple to do. See, the lack of knowledge makes us do stupid things. You're not stupid. The reality is no one taught you to play. I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries. 9.5 years old, 100,000 of credit in the mail. I got named in the movie Dave. So all corporations and divisions can get cash credit and finance it and run off the business and up and away, just like when I built credit to my cat while I was at the Bonaventure. Inc. magazine came to interview me, and I said, use plastic to finance your business. Why don't you get out your magic wand today, and let's get you 9 divisions that'll get you to the $1 million dream. Corporate umbrella, ultimate goal. So that means if you allow me to do the tax ID for you, in my system, I create credit reports, and I can get you cash credit cards, and I'll line you up for checkbook money. See, if you said $1 million, it's 9 divisions. You said 5 million, it's 41. Numbers do not lie. So if I get you a credit card up to 100,000 to $1 million, the next thing, would you like 9 more? There's your $1 million. All right, you want 10 million, no problem too. From there, a piece of property or franchise. One screws up, you go get another one, you got 8 left to go. You see, winning the game of business has always been a numbers game. Your watch grocery stores and banks do it in your face. Why don't you learn to play with no intent to do fraud and never bring the pain home again? I invented division process in 85, 86. So today, if I get you credit, why don't you loan it out? Why don't you bring in some cash flow for your time? It's in my book 45 years ago on page 6. Replace your income or enhance it. It says loan 8 times right in front of you. So if you want up to 190,000 a month, it's in my book called Buckets of Money. It's 41 divisions. So making you a money-making machine, because I like goodies. I don't like being used and abused. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. How bad you want it to be a corporate millionaire? Again, division of me. That means tax ID, credit reports, person, corp, division, subsidiary. We got to understand, all right, each tax ID is entitled to credit reports. And we're allowed to get a division of me, which means that house, that car, that building, SS4 and daisy chain credit too. Please, once again, if you have a corporation, go on Secretary of State, check it out. Always see the corp and see your name. If they sue it, they tend to sue you. My way, you put your ducks in a row. Your way, they sue the corp, you become a duck. Reality is, I think that sucks. Divisions of you give you the line of defense, and they're more privately anyway. As we play, keep in mind today, all right, the corporate umbrella, the office sells, and I do the paperwork, 2000 tax ID, and I do history, build the credit reports. Our office sells them for $1,000 each under the corporate umbrella, and from there we build credit reports. So if you want 4 divisions today, I sell them for $500 each, $1,500. Use Zelle because it's free, or you scan, there's a little fee. There you go. Ultimate goal, the goal should be, we want literally $1 million of credit cards. We want 9, all right, divisions. We want 5 million of checkbook money. That should be your goal. Then we want to get 100,000 to $1 million, literally, all right, of supply and vendor credit. That would be the ultimate goal as we play the game. So understand today, the ultimate goal is the checkbook money. So the banks and grocery stores and having fun and playing the game. So we should think about $5.4 million of credit. But they do require a 2-year corporation. If you do a corporation this year, wait till next year, or I do have some in stock. The office sells them for $9.99. I sell them for $2.99 as a giveaway. You can qualify in any state you choose to. You're also listed, you do all those things yourself, or you charge a fee for us to do them for you. Again, that is a Zelle only during the broadcast with me. From there, you have 8 specialty classes every Saturday in rotation, and that rotation is 8 o'clock in the morning. This Saturday, it's leveraging money. The ultimate goal, $9.99 for 90 days. Specialty classes are $4.99 per class. Up to you. See, the goal is to stop doing this stuff. The moment you understand how to get that 25, 29%, and you understand the gold and platinum cards, they don't max out up and away up to $1 million of paid overtime limit, and your credit score never fluctuates again, then you don't have to screw up your credit ever again. You can maintain it. All applications for cash credit require a certified CFO. If you want me to build one up for you, it's very simple today. I'll do it for $9.99 for each card. If you want 4, that's $4,000. Today you get it both, all 4 for $19.98 if it was done during this broadcast only. Again, it's a Zelle if you want that today. From there, understand when we use personal credit to start a business, we're going to jack it up, get stuck, can't write a diddly squat, you're going to hurt the family, we can score, can't get any more. No, you've got to use corporate credit. It's a write-off. All right, borrow money is not taxable. We win, we absorb the taxation. Usually if we lose, we get rid of a division like banks and grocery stores and cities do. We retire, the bills don't go away. We have to learn to play to have our cake and eat it too. Raise rules. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. Ultimate goal. If I gave you a check for $1 million, what would you do? Sorry to say, you'd probably put it in your personal bank account. I'd say that's kind of dumb. You only get to keep $375. Put it in the corporation. You get to pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. So if we look at the United States of America Incorporated, they picked 50 what? States. All right, corporations to be states, and states pick corporations to be just cities. Oh, they planned the problem. They even created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. In case someone wrong too. You got the same choice, but you can't have the intent to do fraud. Now from there, we can look at Googling bankruptcy today. SSN, SS4. Who wants to be the duck? Plan the problem from now on. Let me add you to my credit system. I can build you $1 million of credit, but you got to go to class so you don't fall on your and understand how to play and use the rules and tools too. Corporation. I don't understand why people spend thousands of dollars when they're free. You pay a filing fee. You didn't learn diddly squat. Reality is simple today. California waived the fee till June of this year. You don't have to be a sheep or a duck. If you want a starter package to begin, Very simple. National average for corporations, $3,000. Don't know why, but let's rebuild your credit. Rapid Score articles also has tax ID. Let's give you setup level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday live with me at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's give you $5,000 of credit back. And let's discount that while I'm online with you right now to $9.99. You scan, you pay a fee, or use Zelle. So I rebuild your life for $999 and give you a $5,000 card back to you. No excuses during the broadcast only. The million in the making comes with $25,000 of bonus cash credit, discounted to $24.99. Scan, you pay a fee, or use Zelle, because Zelle's free. And this one I always expedite too. So reach your doubt, run your race, kind of get out of my way. Let me rebuild you. Ultimate goal. So we got a choice today, getting past go. God's gift, mansions in the harbor, race boats and yachts, say the Ray Reynolds University.com, helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings too. Now I'd like you to change your driver's license today. PO box, mail, and address for more privacy. But that's up to you too. Now I want to look at your car. Say, I'm sorry, you let them cheat you like a sheep and a duck. They sweated you for 5 hours, you lost 5,000, and you got 9 inquiries. The paper you gave them, you should have wrote down aloud one inquiry and took a picture. Unfortunately, didn't do that. To buy a car, we're going to do it my way from now on. It is fleet price tax ID division. And you're going to understand, basically, it's a corporate write-off, and you become that certified CFO. Lose a house and a car, creditor goes back to the IRS and gives you a 1099-C. Again, registered owner should be a division and not you, because when they sue, they get diddly squat. Plan the problem, please, from now on. Protect your assets and not bring the pain home. This Lamborghini was registered to a division, so was this one too. Ultimate goal, every property you obtain should be a division. You don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue you and kind of mess you up. Paycheck should be offset by your house payment. Google didn't pay any tax on the first 10 billion a trillion. Why would they pay tax? They know how to play. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He used a line of credit to buy Twitter in 24 hours. He's got a spaceship. So the other two guys have spaceships too. So the ultimate goal is you can join the club and you can learn to win and win the battle too, if you want to and pay attention. Carl here doesn't pay state or federal tax. His borrowed money is above what he brings in. Walt Disney didn't pay tax on $1 billion. Newsweek will show you they use an IOU to offset taxes. Borrow money is not taxable. Leveraging money to more money. When you want to be assigned a specialist, you call 800-510-3338. Run your life through a corporate conjunction. That's what I tell you to do. Step 16, ultimate goal, pay tax by a Lamborghini. See, your paycheck's taxable income, is it not? It means you get the leftover. You pay car payment, gas, registration, insurance, which I'd be yelling no, driving a company car like I do from now on. Next, I'd like you to look at an SS4 and go to IRS and download one of those today. You'll see where it says banking and credit purposes. You never had to be a duck in the first place. That was your choice to not pay attention. So again, it's up to you too. Mama, she delivered a baby after Nixon took the gold standard out. Every hospital hands Mama an SSN form ever since, so they can bond the baby up to $35 million apiece and print some more money. So everything to me is rules and tools. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Have a house not in a trust, they sue you, they take it away. When you die, you're stuck in a probate, your family got diddly squat. You fix up a property today, they hire the contractor. Stands outside Home Depot. Good workers. When they slip, fall, and cut corners, they sue you and take everything you got. My way, they get diddly squat. So why don't you look up your revocable trust today? That's what I would do, but do what you want because you're a grown-up. Step 19, 6 more to go. Ultimate goal, I get people all the time, Ray, don't want to pay tax. I tell them, knock off the crap. You can't play peekaboo with the IRS, making a mess. Wesley Snipes tried it. He went to prison, got fined $5 million. So understand, if you want to get yourself back in the system, if you screwed up, IRS.gov, they have a form called 656. 433 A and B. You become a certified CFO. That's step 20 today. Ultimate goal, you should become an OPM. Bottom line is save up to 70%. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days. So understand today you get $200,000 left over from an escrow. Don't act like you're rich and piss it away. because you'll be broke the next day. We're going to use Ray's rules and leverage it to 15 million. And on top of that, borrow money's not, all right, it's a write-off. And we're going to set up the line of defense. By the way, that's step 21. That's called blackjack. I guess you win. See, the goal is like this. This is my office in 2009 before I died in that coma. Very simple. 22,000 square feet building, locations in 3 states, up to $1 million a day. I got my life stolen, came back to be homeless again. Kind of sucks. Well, what did I do? I got out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. And I got out my closet divisions. And then I basically built $1 million of credit again. I don't stay down, and from now on, neither do you. Your ultimate goal is to repackage every one of you. 1,000 steps to millionaire, be the certified CFO. Corporation says it is a legal person. All credits are write-up for the corporation and division subsidiaries too. As we play corporate umbrella, tax ID allows me to get you credit reports. Everyone gets a Spear, Treasury, and Equifax. You say $1 million, I'll tell you 9 divisions. You say $5 million, I'll tell you flat out. All right, 41 divisions. Corporate umbrella, all right, debt follows tax ID, $1,000 per entity. All right, at the office, I sell 500 each. So the reality is very simple. For 1,500, you scan, you pay a fee, or use Zelle because it's free. What are you willing to lose? Family, never. Corporation, never. From there, divisions, if we play the game my way, we're going to both lose pieces on both sides if we play chess. But my way, we're going to both get checkmate. Now we get to win. Ultimate goal. So let's understand today, if you refer people, I'll build more credit, or I'll sell you back 10%. When they do sign up, they have to say you referred them at the time of purchase only. Reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. Ray's rules. Building and teaching people how to be certified CFOs, corporations and divisions, getting the $1 million dream. Remember today, I want you to learn to leverage money. This is 2 things, from franchise to apartment complex, that gives you an income for the rest of your life. That first 100,000 is what you want to go get. It's called financial freedom. Ultimate goal. That's one of my books as well, called Financial Freedom. Blueprint. All right, simple. Millionaire corporation. So we got choices today. Very simple to do. If you're in the 20 or 25 people in the 6-month program, great. If you're not, I had 3 people fall out. So that means basically, because 1 replaced, I got 2 left. Your ultimate goal, if you want to be one of the 3 for the next 3 months, we'll do a 1-hour interview of blueprinting you. You'll get a video meeting every Saturday at basically 3 p.m. You're going to get a level 1, 2 in specialty classes, all right, for 3 months, and you're getting $25,000 of bonus cash credit. It's $3,000 to me if it's done Zelle wire deposit now. If it's the office, they're charging $5. Ultimate goal, there's your Zelle bank transfer deposit or wire. From there, if you want, all right, the group of 25 wanted to have a basically 3-day event to go through the 18 books. So here it is, it's $1,999. All right, that's what it's going to be sold for. If you're in that group today, like I said, if it's done now, I mean now, not an hour from now, not a week from now, not next week, whatever, it'll be $999. If not, then it'll be $19.99. Very simple. If you're not in the group and you want to join us for those 3 days, you can. All right, 28th, 29th, and 30th. If you want, there's bonuses like level 1, 2, and 3 specialty classes and $50,000 of credit, $9,000 of bonuses. Once you sign up, you go to class right away. From there, with bonuses, it's $4,999, or literally, if no bonuses, it's $999 a day, which is $29.97. With no bonuses, it's online only. From there, it is a Zelle bank transfer deposit or wire. As we do this, keep in mind, is the goal to make your money making machine. So our goal is very simple. If you want credit lines added to a package, we're going to charge you 10%. I have a $50,000 at $1,500 and $100,000 at $2,500 during this broadcast only. From there, the Zelle is Ray Reynolds, recipient, and then a phone number. It's my email address, ray@racecredit.com. You write down in the message what you Zelle for, and you always put RW when you do Zelle. From here, there's the Zelle information again, bank transfer, wire deposit. Let me add you to my system. I can build you to get that $5 million mansion like I obtained that one too, if you want. But the goal is I have to show you the American dream, and I got to analyze your credit. And I can show you what you need to do in your part, and I'll do the rest for you too. So keep in mind, never have joint credit. Buy a house, escrow close, homestead trust. Corporations are free. Why anybody spend thousands for not learning Dilly Squad, I'll never understand. From there, the line of defense, real estate division, franchise, current business. All right, sign up to line of defense. The ultimate goal, raise rules. Using bonus cash credit that I give on packages so you can finance the business and take away your excuses. Step 24. If all you want from me is a 750, no problem. I'll basically analyze your credit, rebuild it at history. All right, do a rapid rescore, put you in class on Saturday. Target 750. It'll cost you $9.99 with a $1,000 card back to you to reimburse you. From there, we'll discount it to $4.99 during this broadcast. Scan, you pay a fee, or use Zelle because it's free. That card I obtained for you will be $500 now. The ultimate goal. Starter package comes with the corporate articles, also tax if you don't have them, for free. Rebuild the credit rapid score. Class on Wednesday and Saturday, 8 a.m. No, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, live. And setup, corporate setup level 1. $5,000 of credit back to you, discounted today to $9.99 when you Zelle. It's free. You scan, it's basically a little free fee. It's $5,000 of credit, 5 times your money back. No more excuses. Me in the making because of $25,000 bonus cash credit. Ultimate goal again, discounted to $24.99 today. Scan, pay a fee, Zelle, it becomes free. There's 10 times your money back with no excuse. And I'll expedite everything for you too. And there's your Zelle, RW when you Zelle, what you Zelle for. Write down in the note what you Zelle for too. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. The goal is the corporation managing entities, as the banks and grocery stores, cities, and Sam's Club does in front of you, is to stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain into millionaire status. Ultimate goal is very simple. Look behind the curtain. We stay safe, we stay strong, we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, the discounted things I offered you need to be done directly now. If you need to be assigned a specialist, it's 800-510-3338. So the ultimate goal is we do our best. Always, God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.